getting us underway. Best of 11 up against Ronnie O'Sullivan. Can he spring a surprise here? Or will it be business as usual? Big crowd. But failing at the initial red. As I say, Neil, Jack Jones had a great World Championship.
I mean, the thing about the World Championships is it is the thorough examination. And now you've got
7.
O'Sullivan. Yeah, I mean, what's been very noticeable this season is the very, very quiet. You know, he lost yesterday poorly. And Kyron has not exactly set the world alight either. So these are real big hitters who are not... Yeah, chance not taken. As I say, O'Sullivan certainly score like him. And, of course, Jack Jones fully aware of the task he's up against today.
Against Maguire.
Yeah, and should it end out on an outside table with no coverage, it would be a pity, obviously. Well, that's covered up because it isn't in play then. That's it. Not great, though, is it? The green away.
Yeah, I mean, I think so far it's been a little bit like early on in Shanghai. I mean, it was a different tournament. It was an invitation. But other times he struggled a bit, and he struggled a bit at the start of this frame, but he's in here.
Everyone's making centuries. The tables are conducive to high scoring, as we've seen.
43 were in the qualifying before we got here, but even so, this is only day 3.
$18. $25.
You know, I've seen, so many players say, well, I came to the table, there's nothing. There was an attempt at doing so. I'm bringing the big going because that was what he was, almost his trademark. But a little bit more watchful.
Yeah, he was sort of...
So not quite as difficult because he had his hand on the table rather than Jack. You can hit the ball on the way through, but no, that's fine. Oh, he's played on that red.
In fact, he went...
$21. $29.
Hasn't taken that one, but, well, the red's gone in anyway.
With a view to winning the frame anyway. It was a nice fluke to get if you needed it. Goodness, to put the other...
42.
Well, in a world ranking event. So that 7th world title in... against Jack Jones, best of 11 for a place in the last 16 of the international. Good partner that.
Needs to immediately make an impression here. He's never going to hurt O'Sullivan unless you score against him, of course.
Good win over CJR. Obviously, the two of them had their own stories in Sheffield.
Well, can't miss those.
1.
Didn't go from everywhere on that side. The last two shots have been...
7.
Had the... That has worked out beautifully. You didn't know about getting on that red, but in all directions. But landing on that bottom red with the angle to play on the black was one at this visit as well now.
I think, yeah, already you have to fear it. Neither came to very much at all. Remember the great red and nice kiss to land on the blue, but...
53. 61.
Well, it proved one too many though, all the same. I don't think Jones did his best, but it was always going to be a tough ask to win the frame from where the balls were.
Well, I'm sure he felt he could pop one red, the black would be waiting, but the red's not in much from either chance. Obviously, he's not played on this table, where it's O'Sullivan's third match in as many days on it. We saw that at the Crucible, of course.
1.
Two 1-4-6 breaks. It looked like he was always going to beat Jack, and then he did for him and ends. Tough to hit though off two cushions. Very unlucky. But as you can see, he was always going to get something. The snooker's going to be available playing it gently to avoid the free ball.
Foul.
Very well. Well, that's a pity because that looked like an attempt at the pot.
Got the two snookers, but it's going to be O'Sullivan's frame, surely, with that red going in nicely on the pink.
Yeah, overhit it, you're nowhere near on it.
Oh.
Underhit it. So he's just finding some touch. I think O'Sullivan doesn't look at every tournament as if it's in no harm, but he felt he had if he could get over the line this week.
Well, he could have lost this frame. So it's 2-0 to Ronnie O'Sullivan. This match kind of going to script, although that frame... can go off into the distance once he gets in front early in a match. Of course, he lost the first round to Doherty. He lost. Well, full-blooded attempt.
For the early frames of that match.
Yeah, I watched his interview, actually, that he did with World Snooker. And
One.
Well, you can see. Well, no worries about blocking the pocket. It's very well played. Excellent shot, that.
off at the moment.
Nine.
Prize money, and that's a direct correlation to ranking points. So
17.
if you can do well in a tournament such as this.
I mean, this is the point I was making earlier about this event. 140,000 in Wuhan. There's 175 here. First point.
$39.
In something, although this is a tough assignment today, we know that. I'm sure he's aware of it.
Coming onto a table that he has played matches on already. He's used to.
Ultimately, the world number one. I don't know how long. Oh, really well done. It was a good shot, as I say. They're not.
Impressive in the end. Many of them who, from a young age, was sort of tipped for good things. He won the European Under-19.
77.
It's a shame he's missed that because the century was on, but he's done the damage with a very good. Worth saying the semi-finals, and it's unusual these days, but they are two-session affairs. So one will be played on Friday, one will be played on Saturday.
You did sense there was a possible comeback, but they still say that he played a positional shot from blue to pink, O'Sullivan, which was absolutely superb.
One.
Nothing's changed there, so the black will just be sort of slightly buried.
Nine. Twelve. $18.
I think he's probably playing as well now as he has all season.
The Championship League, that was the first tournament in the sort of June, July period. But then having made the trip and then Northern Ireland in the third round. So this is his best performance so far. No, it's very true. And, you know, there's been sort of debates in recent times about what content. And these tournaments in China, back on the calendar, are very prestigious. The China Open, before it.
46.
Yeah. So the money being higher.
53.
Then he potted that black, which has been safe ever since. And the upshot of it, I don't know what
60.
it is. Yeah, very much so. Ruling the early exchanges in frames.
Well, he's doing more of the scoring. It's about the balls going in the pockets, and they have done here. Well, chance to... It should be said the qualifiers, where there were 43.
80.
Well, it's clearly not what he played. Good shot on this table. So while this is not going to be an easy shot,
Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, very good stuff, this, from Jack Jones.
he's been all over the place in this break. It's not the kind of visit you expect from him. It's almost like one of those O'Sullivan, but he's still going. It's a very good break indeed. And we think we've got a real...
Could have been 2-2. And my word, he's done it in style. What a lovely break it's been in the end. That's brilliant from the Welshman, Jack Jones. Right back in contention. So Ronnie O'Sullivan had to sit out that 130 from Jack Jones. 3-2 to O'Sullivan in this last 32.
What?
Well, it looks okay. Oh, now that did come as a surprise. I mean,
What?
Yes, and it's worth saying we have seen already this season in Wuhan, he's
well, there's an opportunity.
one of the maybe small thing in his favour. He's only played O'Sullivan once. It's not like he's coming in, it's 7-0.
That's a great strike. I mean, he really has. And it's becoming a very...
Well, he did, but he hasn't potted it. That was a big chance.
What?
Yeah, and that's a bit like that pink that he in that break. This time he's not even that far adrift in this one.
Fifteen.
Between the two reds to further the break, I would think. You can learn so much from the first 2 or 3 shots in a break that he plays, which certainly... I mean, when it comes to tactics or...
35.
Beautiful, beautiful cannon. If you like, easing his way into this tournament, I think, in the course of this match. Just get better and sharper. It's almost not many players can do that.
The mid-distance red missed it, having, of course, got everything into the open.
59.
And
So that is, as Dave said,
but of course, in that second frame, he did get 2 snookers successfully, didn't he? So O'Sullivan, you could see he was a bit disappointed.
they go beyond the red and back down this end. Obviously, could hit the red, and that'll be that. It was extraordinary, really, that Selby's last shot was laying the snooker and then sort of putting him back in a couple of times from the miss.
But finished it once and for all. There's just a little bit of danger.
Maybe the pink or black a few inches from either a side cushion or the bottom cushion, you know, to hide the cue ball behind. Yes, he's got one here. Sure. I mean, basically, there is a template, and all the pockets are meant to be the same, but they're not, basically, and I don't know what that is. It could be the... And the balls are going in off the jaws, and the pockets, and they don't even look the same, quite honestly, as what we've seen in maybe Cheltenham for the British Open, where they were tight. Thanks for the question.
Yeah, significant frame, the way it played out. Jones was looking confident. He got the reds into play off the blue, but then he missed that red and is even bigger because if he can get to 5-2, it's hard to see him losing. He's doing what he does in these tournaments. He sort of... And he's done it again here. He's not playing flawless snooker, but he's done enough to win this frame. So it is 4-2 to Ronnie O'Sullivan, who needs 2 more now to book his last 16th place here this season. Already won 1 of them.
Amazing game, isn't it? How on earth?
1.
Yes, another frame.
7.
Yeah, the other thing is that the very top players are extremely good at snatching frames away. If the balls are there, they'll pop them. So you've got to take it all the way, these early chances.
21.
This is not gruff. Yeah, that's a lovely shot. I can think of tables where that would be very, very...
29.
Seems a shame. Not for...
37.
Discussion for a while. But Maguire is seemingly back. He'll be looking to avoid that. The 2 reds, I think the left-hand red of the 2 below it. Otherwise, he'd be playing the green, I think. So if the plan's on, he's... well done. It was left-sided, but only just. It's well executed shot.
45. 49.
Well,
56.
be a little careful. No problem. So it's another frame that
64.
He's had the 130. He's had breaks of 77, 53, and whatever this ends up as.
71.
Sullivan has just had to sit and watch it.
78.
Yeah, much earlier in the break, those two reds were.
But 83 was a fine break, particularly after losing the previous one. So Jack Jones has had his lead reduced again to a single frame. 83 the break from Jack Jones. As I said before that frame ended, though, can he now get level?
He's turning this match. It really is. O'Sullivan is being kept in his chair. A match in which, if it got to 4-all,
9.
you've got a fairly long snooker match here, a long session. Best of it. I'm saying that he's capable of doing so. He's always aggressive when going into. Do with a bit of help here. Well, not the worst kiss.
Well, an interesting juncture, I think, here, because, again...
Well. It was never in. I mean, he missed it by far.
What? Seven. Fifteen.
Just starting to play that kind of to beat him.
23.
And Mark Allen, that was one of the players of the season. And not if the balls are there to pot and you leave your opponent a chance to pot them.
Take a jump.
He missed it by an absolute mile. I don't think he wanted to play it, really. I mean...
Yeah, his great chance to win this frame was the previous time he was in. He lost position.
1.
And he'll be fearing the worst here.
Because no one likes to be kept in their chair. And
8.
Yeah, anything can go wrong. Sullivan was no one better.
The balls could be placed any better. I mean, obviously, even that red facing the pocket straight behind it.
21.
Knocking in the breaks. Dominic Dale's had 2 1-3-2s, and Mark Davis has had a 1 terrific snooker.
$36.
Well. There you are. Pot being misjudged. Green might have not been easy to pot otherwise. Played with right hand side.
8.
Played it well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the answer to the question we posed. Could he level up with the Reds where they were? You thought he's a big favourite to win this frame, but it didn't happen. Stepped in here from the last red.
26.
And this now best of 3. Well, off here for the moment anyway.
Got lucky there. With a shot to nothing. See, I wouldn't quite say the wheels are off at the moment, but they're...
Well, Jack Jones just can't quite punish. I mean, there's a serious chance here.
Well, it looks bad, but sometimes it's the best thing. Looking like he's about to convert that to a victory. It certainly was one of them. Hope you're careful not to play a push shot. Well, he didn't play a push shot, but he hit it on the way through.
Yeah, chance for O'Sullivan, but to confirm in the last 16.
Four.
Ah, well, he's no good.
Turned it round in style. And you always feel that's possible that it could suddenly spring to life, and before you know it, the match is done.
And this time the brown was not there. Looking table with the pink and black sort of surrounded by reds. Has he gone far enough? That's a nice shot. Well, that was nothing.
But we've seen him, of course, at the Crucible, the biggest tournament we... The decider coming as Jones looks to get into the reds, but he's made the cardinal sin.
But when the next frame starts, so this is now quite a dramatic front. The Sullivan is a few in front.
Yeah, if he just had to pop the... Sullivan, those going to have to develop.
15.
And I know that Ronnie's quite a difficult man to please, but he to be.
Yeah, including that one.
Not perfectly. Now they're not easy shots, but he got it. That was very opportunity. The balls are not perfect, but they're not. Well, he took a slight risk there, but it was. And it's not impossible by any means. Yeah, I mean.
And it's not there. It is not there.
Because that edge might just be enough to go in off directly. Needs help. Oh, goodness. Good shot that, you know. I mean, it looked nothing, but part of the pocket right close to the bump. They won't drop at all.
5.
So he's won it. Jack Jones has lost his composure, I think, slightly.
He was sensing a chance to win the match. Sullivan, the fluency's gone from his game, but he got the frame won, and ultimately that's all that matters. Very scrappy. So Ronnie O'Sullivan scrapped it out. Or he needs one.
Could have done with that going in and getting in early in the frame instead.
Just how hard he is actually to beat if his head's right and he's determined, because you can hear the cheering for Ding. So a great win for him. It's a terrific match, that, with Gary Wilson.
Shots played in succession by the great man, and just play that. The touches have returned.
Well, as Sullivan attempts to, fans have been delighted. It could be plays Pang Zhongzhu's
4.
success since the 2019 UK Championship.
Die partij met 6-5. Hier beter niveau dan de partij met O'Sullivan en Jones.
4.
En dat die twee mag zelfs blijven.